So,
Hey guys.
yo.
The Craigbot doesn't unfortunately record video, but I'll try to screen capture parts of this.
Okay,
But yeah.
I guess the guys will be clipping out the content. We'll have like some memes circling around. So let's wait like a minute or two, and let's just get to it. Today, I think we can try to make it a bit shorter. Main topic is pretty straightforward. Okay, it's already happening.
I'm shaving it off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's more interesting.
copyright raises a good point. That's what we also thought. It might be, more interesting, more like visual
More real.
stimuli, more real, right?
More real. I think that's the key word. Okay. I guess let's get to it. So obviously the main news is treasure announcement last night. It's actually sad to see this happening with the guys. We've been really good friends. We still are friends, and they have been really big help and support for the Zevers in the past. So kudos and respect to them. Also, John reached out a few days prior and actually gave us a really good heads up. So it didn't came as a surprise to us, and we were able to prepare. In a short version, what happened was over the time Treasure grow larger and larger, and they had lots of activities and expenses which didn't directly contribute to the magic and success of ecosystem, which pretty much kept building up overheads. But the most important problem was them giving out grants denominated in dollars, but paying out in magic. And this pretty much this creates the dead spiral situation where new supply enters the market that generates selling pressure, price drops, and they are forced to pay out larger grants in terms of tokens to their partners, which doesn't help the situation. And to this point, they are in their liabilities are bigger than what they have in the treasury. So they are effectively cutting off all the grants, and Treasure as a platform stops to exist in a form what we used to like view them. But they will keep working on their internal projects, so they still have runway, and I actually think this could be pretty bullish for a Magic in the midterm. And I know like John has few Joker cards as well, so I don't want to like bring in speculation around that, but I know he will do everything in his power to make Treasure and Magic succeed, even if it's this new form where they are not a platform or a game publisher. So for us, naturally, that means in a simple way, we are leaving Treasure. In reality, there is actually no platform to leave from. So they kind of cease to exist when it comes to relationship between Zverse and Treasure, which fortunately comes in a really good timing. And planets are aligning, aka beta is rolling out very soon. And I think this is an amazing opportunity for Zverse to find a new home. And I'll get to that in a moment, a bit later. But But sorry, I'm just like looking at the questions right now. But yeah, so the timing is perfect, and we have our biggest release coming out. Our timelines are not affected in any way, and like as weird as it sounds, it just opens up way more opportunities for us, and we'll get to that in a bit. So I think the most important stuff we should cover is some technical things, because we have been using some of Treasure services, and we need to unwind from them. And this will be a pretty controlled process, and we actually started to prepare for that last week. So I'll go through the list of the stuff we need to take care of. So the first and foremost, it's a TDK. So we don't have estimate for like current deadline for TDK to stop working, but we are assured that it will be enough for us to meaningfully unwind and migrate, most likely to Third Web, which actually is the same provider, but just without the wrap of Treasure branding and some of stuff they made. So this will be relatively easy. We will prepare detailed guide and will help to migrate assets for people who have any of them on their wallets. The second point is about GEX, game
Euler,
exchange.
while we're on the TDK point, I think Global Half actually asked this yesterday, maybe.
Okay.
Does this mean we are also taking everything offline in Zverse for the migration time
No,
being?
no. So we actually did the heavy lifting when we were bringing some of on-chain features off-chain. So for us, game doesn't rely on TDK. Only few features are related to TDK.
Sorry, I meant like, are we taking some part of like scaling, crafting energy potions? Because I think crafting still is on chain, and things like that. Are we taking those things off chain and providing off chain functionality for
uh,
them?
we okay. That's actually a good question. The way we want to do this is we want to the moment we unwind the Treasure TDK, we automatically migrate to Third Web solution, which is pretty much the same abstracted wallet, and that means uh, we don't lose access to this functionality, because like potion crafting and everything what we have on chain is literally like a smart contract. It's our own contracts, like energy crafting. Uh, what else would kind of fall into this category? Check out
Heist,
the
claiming,
heist.
searching
Yeah,
opponents.
so it's essentially every feature, every mechanic which is on chain mechanic is owned by us. So we just use TDK to interact with these features. So we don't lose any of these mechanics. We'll just need to migrate to new wallet provider. And because Treasure has been using Third Web as their solution, we are already in talks with Third Web, and will most likely use their uh, use their solution in order to make this smooth. It's pretty much just a different wrap, so it shouldn't be a big issue. So I'm actually reading a question from Global. What did Treasure actually provide to the partners and gain from being a publisher? They didn't invest in the game. So I think I cannot go into too many details, but Treasure did four things actually. They issued the grants in Magic. to support the games and kind of help and motivate them to complete the milestones, which then in theory they should bring value to the Magic ecosystem, because these milestones essentially were built around things as implementing Magic Chain, using various pieces of ecosystem, and other measurable KPIs. They also did, I know they did a bit of investing as well in the games. So we also have received pretty strong support from them. They did white glove support for lots of technical stuff. So they have been a great help for us in developing some of our on-chain features. And obviously they had marketing support, which comes from their creator network and their own socials. So yeah, and so it was way more than just a cross promotional marketing thing. But now they don't have any more the publishing arm, so it basically means we have no obligations to them, and then again we are free to explore any other options we would be looking for. So I mean, let's get to this maybe at finishing part. I would just want to run through the list and around the things which should yeah, exactly, liquidity and magic swap. So the next feature where we relied on Treasure is game exchange. And right now we're in talks to overtake those smart contracts, and we will basically own the contracts which power the functionality for game exchange. So that in practice means we will most likely migrate liquidity for those NFTs, which are currently available on the game exchange, to the new contracts which will be deployed by us. Third thing is Magic Swap. So Magic Swap currently has been one of one of four ways for people to trade V token. V token is available on MEIX, which is centralized exchange. It's available on Curve Finance, where it's sitting on ETH mainnet. It has liquidity in USDC, so this is kind of the backbone for the structure of the V token. We have a pool where V token is paired with the Ethereum on Uniswap, and our last pool is on Magic Swap, where V token has a liquidity in the Magic. So obviously, we will be unwinding from that, and some of yeah, I think we are holding pretty well at the moment. We are, I think, yeah, I just made a screenshot. We are actually all-time high against the Magic. So let's let that sink in. But regarding the Magic Swap, we will be advising to start removing liquidity for people who have provided liquidity. And the biggest liquidity is actually provided by us. So we will be unwinding that as well. There is still a running pool for staking, for liquidity, basically MLP pool for V Magic staking. And this pool has a lockups. So some of MLP tokens staked there still are locked. But in order to basically, we will be unwinding that as well, and we will be removing incentives. so we can get I don't want to say get out of magic, but essentially we are removing our economy exposure to magic ecosystem. So these are pretty practical things. Yeah, you could remove liquidity from Gex and Magic Swap as well. Uh,
Actually, on this point, did you go over, Artie, about what's gonna happen with Gex moving forward, or am I thinking
yeah, I
up on
kind
the
of
future?
touched that point. So with the Gex, we will be taking the contracts and redeploying them ourselves. And in result, we will need to migrate the liquidity. So as for now, like all the assets are safe. So if you want, you're free. Feel free to remove the liquidity from the Gex. We will post a detailed transition plan for this, but it should be yeah. There is no risks associated with liquidity provided, but our plan is to take and deploy those contracts ourselves, which actually will give us more flexibility in the future, and may as well add uh, one more pillar to our foundation. So I mean, sad to see this happening with the treasure, but there are actually lots of opportunities opening up, and like I stated in the beginning of the call, I think timing couldn't be better because planets are aligning on April 9, and we are entering completely new chapter with the Zevers. And the reason why you should remove liquidity from the GEX is because the current GEX is actually powered by Magic Swap, and at some point we will cut the support for this. You're not like you shouldn't be rushing to remove the liquidity, as you will be able to remove it at any time. But we plan to transition to our own contracts for the game exchange. Yeah. So, like I said, we are entering completely new chapter for the Zevers, and that also means we are opening up. Okay, I'll try to put it in a way where I don't spill too much beans. So we are already in talks with most of ecosystems and chains, and Zverse is looking for new home. So I think there is going to be uh, really series of really good news coming up out of this, and that will be, I think, a really valuable boost to our efforts in the beginning of chapter 2. So yeah, uh, like I would want to say that like in The Simpsons we predicted this with our planets aligning and with the teasers, but we didn't. So yeah, we'll probably not go into alpha around planets aligning topic today. Um, and I'm happy to answer some more questions if there are any on a chat. Uh, I'm not regarding the treasure wallet address. I'm not sure yet about this, but most likely it will change because it will be new login, which will be directly powered by third web without intermediary. However, we are also exploring some other potential wallet providers, but third web is most likely. Uh, okay. Okay, on-chain versus off-chain energy crafting with fish. Um, I think we actually touched this subject in some of previous AMAs, but the main thing is that it's not very organic when you craft fishes into potions. That's something what we had and still have as a feature. There is a chance we will change this altogether in the future, how energy potions work and how the fishes work. But that's kind of another new topic. When it comes to on-chain versus off-chain, the main idea behind this is uh, energy potions are one of the most traded item on a game exchange, and we can only trade items on the game exchange which are on chain. So naturally, we want to bring in more on-chain activity. I know the current user experience is maybe a bit bumpy, but we will address that and we'll find a really good fit where this process is almost seamless. Also, in we are in talks with potential gas sponsorship for certain actions, which benefit economy. So ideally, for especially for Web2 users, uh, not excluding you guys, but this process should be seamless and gasless as well. So we'll definitely get there. Okay. Uh, Many people typing. Okay, let's wait. Jagal, maybe.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, everybody, like, for half of the people, if not everybody here, the question is like, where to next? And I mean, obviously, like, you know, it's there's not an exact answer to this, but uh, yeah, what are like the next steps forward? Like, because you see the questions, you know which questions I'm referring to,
Yeah.
right?
I like all I can say is before treasure announcement, we already started talks with multiple potential partners, and there is a strong interest about what we've been building. And uh, at this moment, we we are we are not anymore in relationship with treasure in the way we were, which opens up large opportunities for us as a game and as an ecosystem. And like I said, timing couldn't be better. But obviously, like I won't just uh, spill the beans and kind of offer discussion. So let's just leave it for speculation if you want. But we will be preparing announcement around that and post it as soon as we can. And I think, like I said, timing couldn't be better. We have so much new stuff, so much exciting stuff coming out in actually less than a week. Like less than a week until we kick it off. So again, there is a timer inside the game. You want to be there when the timer runs out. And yeah, so I saw a few questions around. Okay, one question was about how much of liquidity percent wise is on Magic Swap. Um, like rough estimate is around 30%, maybe 35, and that doesn't leave a big impact on overall liquidity as it will be replaced in coming days, which I just can't I can't spill the beans about the ecosystem where we're heading, but essentially essentially we will be improving liquidity after we unwind from the magic as well. And regarding topic about moving assets out of Treasure Wallet, yes, at some point Treasure Wallet will stop functioning. However, you will be still able to get out these assets, and we will be posting a detailed guide how to do that, and yeah, if you want, you can easily start to send the assets from your existing wallet to your self-custody wallet. But like I said, we will post detailed information about these things, and you will be able to follow them. Okay, Cherry is going wild. One hair. Okay. Okay, cool. I guess let's see a few more questions, and we still have a pretty busy week. Lots of stuff happening, and it's getting busier as we approach our April 9 date. So drop me a few questions, and let's finish up. Okay, they just found chat just found the way weak link, so they will be starting harass Cherry. Not a very strategic move.
No. but hey, I mean, I love to see it. Hey, quickly just quickly recap one question, which is, we do need a community call bingo with like questions that gets answered almost every community call and asked again every community call. Pipes and shells. Now we haven't like really set ground on whether it's going to be pipes, and we do know what the shells will be as like the end result, and it's low priority. We are working on so many big things. Do not expect that to come soon. Nothing's forgotten, and yeah. Quick recap. That's a good one. So 9th of April is said to be only for Mask Land, but we said that everybody is welcome. Euler, how would you answer this?
Okay. Everybody is welcome to participate and be part of this. I won't go into too much detail. So when the timer runs out, something will happen, but it won't require you to have mask or land at that exact moment. But based on what happens, okay, I'll try to rephrase it. Okay, long story short, you will need masks and lands, but you're all welcome to come and see what's about to happen and be part of this history. But the place where you will end up will need the mask and land. Otherwise, it's no access. So that's an easy way to put it. Okay. So any more questions not related to the April 9? Mask DAO can vote on Jackal Mustache. Okay. That's a content. Okay, guys, let's 1 or 2 more minutes. See somebody's writing, and yeah, let's wrap it up.
Regarding the RxX question about speedruns, that's Forge every night. For me, it's 2 a.m. And I just love like sweating and like going through the Forge, finishing 40 Forge levels in 38 minutes, just to see that Conrad did it a minute faster than me. I love it. It's the thrill of the race.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I cannot relate. I just can't do the same. But I mean, very very exciting. I already see like some questions around play to airdrop and mass staking and all of this starts its way on when planets align. So we've been like, there is a reason we've been silent for like a 1 or almost 2 months without any major updates, is because we have been building and working really really hard to kickstart the new chapter. And when I mean chapter, that's, I don't want to overhype things, but that's the biggest thing
No,
we
you
have ever
should. No,
released.
you should
And
overhype things.
I should over okay. And like, I mean, this is the biggest thing we have released since the release of Zverse itself. And with this we are starting really, we are kind of entering into beast mode. So we have thought about everything, and everything is on the roadmap. And speaking about roadmap, we'll be also providing that too. But if we do it right now, then it kind of
Spoilers.
ruins the whole thing. So yeah, stay with us. Stay with us. Let's wrap it up. And thank you guys for attending. Love to see you. So many here, even without mask reward raffle.
Maybe they joined after the fact.
Okay, maybe they thought there will be a mask raffle. But okay, let's. Well, it doesn't break my heart. It warms up. Even one more people join. So, thank you guys. Super cool. And anyways, regarding any treasure situation, feel free to ask us questions in the chat, and we'll be here like always. And more detailed instructions regarding some specifics will follow pretty shortly. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
See you.